and welcome to another episode of Quiarcus Plays Mark of Chaos Campaign. So, if you were with me last time, you'll remember that we routed the Imperial forces at the vast castle that we were defending, and then we chose a god to believe in. And we chose to side ourselves with Nurgle. Hence our, you can't really see him here, but our champion now looks a little unpleasant. So let's get waddling along. We've got a lovely gate now. Nope, nobody to upgrade there. A few upgrades. How much money have we got? 6,033. Let's have a look, see if we've got anything new in the barracks. We have an aspiring champion of Nurgle. Kind of useful. And we now have access to knights and warriors of Nurgle. I'm going to purchase a unit of the warriors. Should I get the knights as well? I'm pretty sure that the knights of Nurgle have a higher hit points later on. They're tougher or something, they've got 3. We'll have to figure that out in a little bit. 26 short PS. They look about the same at the moment. We'll look into that later. And, always useful to pick up the extra artillery when you can afford to. I think that's all we'll do for now. Nothing in the alchemists. No. Any XP to spend? Nope. Okay, I think the Gotten Helm. The Spelly to shield. Nothing too amazing, considering the gear we got last time. Our sorcerer could do with a little bit of magical protection. Let's give him that armour. There we go. Does he have anything to spend? Nope. That's us done then. Let's continue the march. Still corrupting as we go. Many years ago, this land was dedicated to the gods of chaos, and 3 great shrines were raised in their honour. Now, the men of the Empire have reclaimed the area. This affront must be stopped. Okay, so let's get into a fight. Is that right? Do we want to do that? I'm going to get rid of the Marauders, because Marauders are kind of useless. And we're going to dump in our Warriors of Nurgle. Could have perhaps upgraded them before we started the fight, but never mind. They should be fine. Warriors are phenomenally tough when compared to the rest of their Northern brethren. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Northern brethren. Good lord. Northern brethren would perhaps be more accurate. So let's get ourselves sorted out. At the end of the last episode we learned that we had to... let's just dump him in there.
I shall destroy this army with ease.
Okay. But we had to find an elf who was responsible for hiding away the body of Asavar Kul. So let's see how we do. Let's put our heavy foot at the front. If we can. There we go. That looks about right. Let's get started.
Sudubaro, are you really here?
Yes and no. I have taken enough form to perform the rituals to restore the power of the shrines. You must protect me, Thorgar. There's enough of me on this plane to be wounded. Now, take me to the shrines, quickly.
It is the will of the Dark Lord that brings us victory.
Okay, we don't have any new abilities, but we have actually seemingly... we do. We have Scythe of Death. Kind of a handy one. It's a big AoE sort of frontal attack. It's just the kind of thing you want as a servant of Nurgle. Let's use our magic abusively here. They've got quite the defences arrayed here, haven't they? Handgunners up on the hill.
Destroy with joy.
Notice now we are all decked out in green as servants of Nurgle. Uh-oh.
I shall destroy this army with ease.
Leave our knights to deal with them.
I cannot raise the shrines if I am slain.
Yeah.
Shall the mightiest champions arise this day?
Let's blast these guys with some magic. Seriously guys, is that injured already? You could slow down, you know. That would help your case immensely, I'm sure. There you go. Axe throwers are in the range now. Doing a wonderful job there.
Save yourselves!
Okay, what have we got up here? We've got some more swordsmen and some more swordsmen, so we're going to split our two. There we go. Split our two regiments.
Destroy it all in the name
Bring our
of the
cavalry up slowly. Don't want to get them exhausted.
I bring blessings from Lord Nagol. The gods
Bit
may
bloodlust. So they'll fight a little bit harder. Fire this off in the back. Just avoid our guys. Catch the back of theirs. Yep, got a few of them.
The gods favor us with this bountiful carnage.
I was wandering around there. Oh, there's one guy left. Okay. What's our champion doing? You can see here. There he is. He's a hard guy to miss now, Forgar.
I must perform the ritual. Protect me until I cast the spell.
Okay, so now we move into a kind of a standard defensive mission. Go put our caster in the top and keep our cavalry at the back here,
Ride them into the ground.
just so that they can charge in and deal with any annoyance. And we've got to do it in 1 minute 30. Well, we've got to stay alive for 1 minute 32 seconds. Okay. Should not be too hard, but you know, stranger things have happened. Scythed away the front line there, pretty good. Aha, right. Thought we'd have some issues there. Got some cavalry coming in, some enemy cavalry. Don't really want to see, but we will reposition our cavalry on the side here. What have they got coming up behind it? Halberdiers. Okay, that's a little more complicated. The halberdiers will quite handily deal with our cavalry, our own cavalry. So we're going to have to position ourselves so that we can intercept them with our knights. There you go, not with our knights, with our warriors of Nurgle. And there goes charge in there. And these guys go charge in here. And look, we've got some huntsmen. How do they survive? Okay, reset up our other regiments here. Yes, we've got a new ability now. Oh, look at that.
Sudobaro, are you really here?
Yes and no. I have taken enough form to perform the rituals to restore the power of the shrines. You must protect me, Thorgar. There's enough of me on this.
Pretty sure we've heard this line already.
Now, take me to the shrines quickly.
Fact, I'm pretty certain we did hear that line before. Never mind. Bit of repetition there. we could go with Spell Focus. I think that's what we had to do. Okay. And Thorgard's going to level, so make him even more devastating in combat. Ah, look at that. They're waiting with an ambush. Cunning. Cunning, cunning, cunning little biters. Oh, and we now have a Chaos Spawn. Cool. That's strange. Use his ability didn't really do any damage though. Never mind. I wonder if his teleportability will affect just the hero. Okay. See if we can tempt these guys in. Actually, we're going to keep all of those up on the hill. Handgunners. Thought they would be. Yes, this foe is beyond you guys, puny men of the Empire. Be shot with laser beam weirdness. I don't know what that is.
Almighty gods, bless us with your gifts that we might prevail.
Through me, Sigmar shall strike you down.
We're going to take on that champion with our own champion. Continue haranguing these guys with our spellcasters. How are we doing here? Pretty handily, by the looks of it. Gonna move up these chaps up here, and our regiments like that. There we go. Don't know why Group 2 can't fight there, but never mind. There goes that priest. He was rather easy to kill, wasn't he? The Falcon helmet, whatever that might be. Where's his regiments up there? Okay, there we go. That was easy. Where's the last one? Must be up here somewhere, mustn't it? Or are there only two, perhaps? Another minute and 46 either way. We've lost a fair few of our number here. That's not brilliant. I mean, we've lost 6 models, haven't we? Although they have leveled up, so now they can have a maximum of 24. That's going to be expensive to reinforce. What's coming up from down here? Swordsman? Okay, nothing too major.
We shall crush them.
Something else coming from back here.
Kill for the gods. This world let the butchery commence.
Open into that. There we go. I was hoping it'd be a little bit more devastating. Oops. You don't want to let that happen for too long. Spawn are pretty tough as creatures go, but if you leave them for long enough, they will be shot to pieces. Put that bloodlust. So who's running there? Oh, there go those archers again. Ah, okay, that's a bit different. So, let's move Thorgar over. They're going to have to handle this as best they can. Just while they deal with these pesky knights here. Can you charge in? You are purely ranged. Sounds like the ritual's been completed either way. Come on, guys. I'm making a long fight of that.
Another gift from my master.
Ah, okay. Now we've got some plague bearers. These are minor demons of Nurgle. And pretty unpleasant beings at that. That's for sure. Right. Where's he off to now? Does look a little bit ragged here.
Almighty gods, bless us with your gifts that we
So
might
needs to
repair.
group 5.
Lord of decay, cover the land with pestilence.
Are they still a thing? Yes, seems that they are.
The gods will be victorious.
How they're able to survive, I don't know. Seem quite impervious to everything that's been thrown at them. Probably because they're skirmish formation. So we're going this way, are we? Okay.
Destroy them all! Kill everything!
Will be victorious.
May Nurgle's wrath take you all.
So we're going
Your knights
to take care of those huntsmen with our cavalry if we can.
no retreat. We serve the gods.
Some swordsmen there. Ah. And those huntsmen. There they are.
Slay is divine. Feed your
Sneaky little bunch, aren't they?
of your foes.
That should take care of them quite nicely. We're going to engage with swordsmen. Small swordsmen flanking around the rear. Full regiment too there. That's okay. We'll deal with them in a minute. We've got some pistoliers. Okay, we're getting a little bit ambushed here, aren't we? So, that's let's deal with them.
We shall destroy them all.
We don't want our Chaos Knights getting bogged down here.
Mighty Nurgle.
With any luck, our Plague Bearers should make short work of these guys, especially with a bit of magical assistance, which will then allow them to charge in and support. We've only got 8 left. Okay, that's not good.
What would you have with this servant
See if we can get a hit on them with some magic on these fellows.
Arrows are of no use.
And, okay. Oops, daisy.
Our
Need to
banner shall fly over
break.
the cities of these weaklings.
Yeah. Are we going to lose our Chaos Knights? Looks like we might do. I overestimated how tough they were. That is not good.
Their widows will we bring death. Fresh swords. Pestilence claim them all. We follow you, great
That wasn't good, guys. I just lost one of my toughest units because I wasn't paying attention.
I am the herald of the Northern Power.
Death is life. Our tribe is the strongest.
Still, Plague Bearers are cutting through those swordsmen nicely enough.
English wounds do not scare me.
Got another regiment hiding up there. What sort of halberdiers? Okay.
Fall back! Our swords cannot harm this foe!
How did they survive? Good huntsmen.
The gods shall hear their lamentations.
They're being right old pain in the neck, aren't they? Bit annoyed about losing that regiment of horsemen, but there we go. They were they the Knights of Nurgle I lost? Could have been. Yeah, that'll teach me to pay closer attention. A little too confident with how tough they were.
Grievous wounds do not scare me. The twitching of my soul is victory against my immortal masters. Mighty Nicol, Lord of Decay, retreat. Praise the gods. Oh, beautiful bloodshed!
Okay, and we got a regiment or two coming in from the back here. That's not good. Have to hope that our own spellcaster can get back here in time. Hold for another minute and 12. That's not brilliant. Not terrible.
We are ready to fight.
That's going to be a short fight. A very short fight, unless we can back it up with some muscle here.
Mighty Nicol, Lord of Decay.
Victory against my immortal masters.
Get in there with everything we've got, because otherwise we're in trouble.
Glory to chaos, the bringer of
Fine, you get in there, guys.
Be victorious.
fear the sword of ruin.
See if we can get our extricate our kill spawn. Yes, we just managed it.
This foe is beyond us.
Engage their mage in melee. And we get all bash over the head. He's nearly dead. Poor Gar is a little too tough to beat, that's for sure.
Slanish. Noranganmurgul. Argan Sinch.
Furies of chaos, the gods favor me.
Really? Furies are kind of naff, guys. Those blessed huntsmen, they're still there, aren't they?
We shall be crushed.
Pains that they are. Let's see if we can catch all of these guys together, maybe. Put the epicenter right on top of them. And one of them still survived. You. Oh, let's send our Furies after them then.
There can be no victory against my immortal masters.
Is there nothing else to do here?
Beyond us.
I feel like watching the Harpies go to work.
It is the will of the Dark Lord that brings us victory.
It's going to be an expensive mission to recover from, this one. The Knights alone are a devastating loss, but we've lost a lot of foot troops as well. And I think that's all it is, really. I mean, the missions aren't any harder on this difficulty level, it's just the enemies seem a little bit tougher.
The Lord of Hosts favors us.
And so you're actually fighting gold.
We shall make a stand here. The time
There we go.
of chaos stretches even
First mission done. Or first quest. Battle. Whatever you want to call it. After victorious battle, Thorgar's warriors searched the dead bodies of the enemy and found 6,000 gold. We're gonna need it. See how much we got left. 1,300 for that. Good lord. 110. 35. That wasn't too bad. 1,350. Good lord. Yeah, they're expensive plague bearers. Incredibly powerful, but expensive. And in fact, yeah, we lost our knights. We didn't buy any further ones, but looks like we just lost the ones that we had. That's annoying. In all sorts of ways. We're gonna upgrade our weaponry here. There we go. And give them the usual bevy of support. Same with these guys. And then let's just see if there's anybody at the barracks we can purchase. Yeah, let's replace our knights. And that's us done. We are out of money. Well, we're out of money to do anything significant with, put it that way. Level 18. We could do some bits and pieces with him now. Let's have a look. Deflection, yeah. What's this? Lord of Shadow. That sounds like an important one to have, doesn't it? Considering how powerful the Wind of Death spell is. Tindon and Thorgar. No, not yet. Okay, so we'll finish off getting his healing up, because that's quite useful when he charges into battle and then gets a heal for it. 1 hit point, 10% HP, good lord. And 10% sight, 1 armor, 30% charge bonus. Well, in a duel, the extra hit points are going to be far more useful to him than the charge bonus will be. I'll give him the helmet for now until something better comes along. Done and done. Let's keep the march up. See how far we've got. Still leaving horrible cesspools everywhere we go.
No loot, no killing. Something was here first. We found a few of these things. Looks like they were killed fighting the villagers.
That would explain what happened to the last 2 villages as well. The Skaven got there first.
What?
Skaven, they're rat men. I saw them during the fighting around Kislev. They must have tunnels near here, or a lair perhaps. They prefer to stay hidden, but I guess the fighting has brought them to the surface to scavenge and prey on the weak.
Then we'll find them and kill them.
There is another way. Perhaps there is something I can offer them to become allies.
If you can find them.
The Skaven. Fun little bunch. Judging by the number of villages that have already been attacked and the number of corpses found, there appears to be a sizable force of Skaven nearby. Yay! If you're not familiar with the Warhammer universe, then the Skaven are, as described, giant rat men. They are literally giant rats that happen to walk on 2 feet. And they're quite cool. One of my favourite Warhammer races. Thorgar's scouts have returned, bearing news of a battle close at hand. It appears the Skaven are fighting amongst themselves, and a larger faction is gaining the upper hand. Skaven infighting is pretty common, it has to be said. The Skaven are notorious for fighting each other, and it usually leads to their own demise. They're quite spectacular creatures, really. I mean, they're phenomenal engineers and spread almost, well, they spread further than the borders of the Empire, but they always manage to defeat themselves. Alright, let's see. Where is his regiment? Champions of Nurgle, Warriors Undivided. Warriors Undivided, so he's going to go into Warriors of Nurgle. Any of these bigger? Both level 3. Yeah, it doesn't really matter which one he goes in then, does it? 2, we're going to put the Chosen of Nurgle together, and we'll put a second, actually these can be 2, these guys can be 3. Makes him 4. There we go. Always important to set your hotkeys before the fighting starts. Let's have a look at this map and see where we are going. Is there a way around this corner here? No, not really. It's not a passable area. So we're going to position ourselves as far up as we can. There we go, there's the regiment. There we go. And let's get moving.
The Skaven claw for dominance over each other. They are cowardly creatures and will serve a strong master. If we destroy the stronger force, the weaker side will be mine to command. Kill the black rat men! Those green crystals heal the rats! Destroy them immediately!
Useless minions! Protect the precious machines! Pay for this!
There they come.
As you wish, favored one.
So, oh, that's going to be a lovely area to nuke.
Back to our home!
Ah, that was beautiful.
The Lord of the Bow is shall crush them!
I'm going to split these guys to attacking. Wonderful thing about Skaven, if you're fighting them that is their absolutely deplorable levels of morale. They will run at the drop of a hat. There we go. It's the first bunch routed. We're going to head towards what we've got there. The ones I'm watching out for are the Plague Censer Sparrows, because they can be nasty, and the Poison Globadiers. Both of which can be absolutely devastating if you're not careful. Lumberar. Oh, some of them survived. Clan Eshin. Oh, it's Clan Eshin we're fighting. Clan Eshin is kind of like a clan of assassins and thieves and pickpockets and information gatherers.
Worthless fools! The machines are more valuable than your lives!
We shall be as kings!
Back to our home!
Makes them very, very easy to kill though. But they do have a tendency to just pop up out of nowhere like that. Second time that spell hasn't seemed to work. Maybe they defended against it.
I shall destroy this army with ease.
Cannot be contested.
We shall be as kings!
Group 3, you're going to start attacking, or you're just going to stand around there looking pretty? Want to get the Plague Censer Sparrows more than the Storm Vermin.
They appear from nowhere! The Skaven are masters of stealth! Watch the shadows! It is the will of the Dark Lords that brings us victory!
There can be no victory against my immortal masters.
These non-slave things, run!
Focus on these Plague Censer Sparrows, and the ones we want to take down. You guys, they just stand around. I wish there was some sort of defensive AI at times. You could set their sort of tactics aggressive and such. Then done. We might be able to take this crystal down with the forces we've got there.
My will cannot be contested.
We shall be as kings!
Do not let them destroy our marvelous creations!
Sitting in there, slaughtering some more clan rats. Clan rats are the bog standard fighters. They're not terribly tough, as you might imagine. There goes one.
Glory to chaos has chosen you!
Can you help in there? There you go.
Back to our homes!
Glory to chaos!
Charge and try and destroy that one as well.
Protect us!
Oh, we've got an item there. Fantastic. Move number 4 over here to support as well. That's a lot of axes going in there. Pick up whatever that item is, might be useful. Icon of Desecration, what's that? One use only. That's useful. Gotta remember that. Turns an enemy into a chaos spawn.
It is the will of the Dark Lords that brings us victory. No victory against my immortal masters. It is the will of the Dark Lords that brings us victory.
Deal with
Merely mortals. These non-slave things born to chaos. This brave
Glory to chaos. And Lord of the Bow is famous.
Gonna try and overlap around these guys here. They're starting to inflict a few casualties, but not many. The last of the gutter runners. They're kind of like the lowest level of the assassins, I suppose, the gutter runners. Assassins in training, perhaps. Good at hiding, good at stealth and ambush, but not particularly fantastic in long-term battle. Certainly not in pitched warfare. Like the one we're fighting now. There we go, another group dead. Let's get our men up on the hill. Bring round. Where are we going to position our archers? Wish we had archers. Put them on the top of the hill there. We'll anchor the flank with our...
This must be the leader. Kill the black-robed rat man.
Where's the black-robed rat man? Oh, I don't see a black-robed rat man anywhere. Ah, there he is. Okay. So they've got an assassin in there. That's fine. Gonna make our way in now.
It is the will of the Dark Lords that brings us victory.
Really do with walking our guys now. Let them recover some of their stamina, so they're not exhausted come battles.
back to our holes!
Take out this last crystal.
It is the will of the Dark Lords that brings us victory. Father Nicholas, bless us from your bountiful posture.
This crystal is lasting a long time. Okay.
Destroy them all! Kill everything!
Wind of Death is fantastic against low-level mobs. Let's take on this assassin. Go on. There we go.
It is the will of the Dark Lords that brings us victory.
Scatter! It cannot chase us down!
It is the will of the Dark Lords that brings us victory.
How are we doing here? Oh! So we already killed that assassin. He died quickly, didn't he? That's just asking for it, isn't it? Cleaned up their ranks a little bit. Here comes our Plague Bearers. Get a look at those guys. Cyclopic monstrosities. There we go. I wonder if you can join there. You can't join the demons, that's a shame. Let's sort out this last regiment here.
The host of flies gathers for you.
Did a little bit better that time, still lost a lot of troops. But we did slaughter thousands and thousands, well, hundreds of rat men. I won't exaggerate, it was only hundreds, it wasn't thousands. Everybody? Looks like it.
The twitching of my swords guides me. The corpse dance continues.
I think that's everybody. Maybe there's like one regiment hiding somewhere. Have to dig them up in a minute.
We shall make a stand here. I
go, see? There's always one, isn't there?
Pay for this!
No foe is worthy of me.
A lot of axes, not doing as much damage as our archers did.
Let the rotting commence.
Sadly, our archers, our high elf archers, were quite phenomenal in combat against ratmen. Our axemen, not so much. But everybody?
My conquest grows with every moment. The tide of chaos stretches even.
There we go. How many did we kill? 439. That wasn't bad. Van Eschen lost 685. Good lord. That's quite a fair few slaughtered.
Your enemies have been defeated. Now you'll do my bidding.
Clan Eschen defeated, yes. We not want to anger you. Yes, we serve you now, great master.
Good. Then there is something I wish for you to do. Someone I need you to find.
Why? Yes, we can do that. We can do that for you and much more.
I love where they speak. It's a double affirmation every now and again. 6,000 more gold. Let's see how much it costs to... Oh, we've got controlled the Skaven. So let's have a quick look and see what we're doing. See what we're dealing with here. So we've got level 15 champion. Now they have some really cool abilities, these guys. And I'm really tempted not to go duel with this one. Actually make him combat. Those abilities are quite good. Place an invisible trap on the ground. When activated, damages in the area for 1 hit point with 10% chance to hit. So everything gets hit for 1 hit point. Every level is 2% chance to hit. Okay. Increases chance to hit stuff, warp mines. Strike. So it attacks faster. And then a warp stone shower. That just sounds really cool. I think I'll go this way. So we need spell focus and warp bombs. So spell focus is up there, warp bombs is here. So I'm going to pump both of those up to 10. And I can't get that until level 25. So I'm going to increase his gun master skill. I'm going to slap him in a regiment of Giselles if we have them. Now, we've got poison wing globadiers and storm vermin clan rats, gutter runners, and some warp lightning cannons. Pardon me. Sorry about that, guys.
The noisy man thing wants us to find Elf. I know where Elf is. In Hightower. We go to Hightower now, yes. Imbecile! No. Hightower, strong fortress. No. We go to Dark Lair. Yes. Get more weapons. Then we attack Hightower. Dark Lair. Yes. We go there first. Fool. How you ever make Paul leader?
Soon we'll reach the settlement in Dark Lair, one of the many outposts of the Skaven Under Empire. Damage reinforced armory. Let's see what we can get in the barracks. So I would like a warp fire thrower, they're amazing. We've got a grey seer we could purchase. Clan rats, globadiers, Giselles. We definitely want them. We'll get a grey seer as well. Grey seers are handy to have around. Ooh. Should we buy another warp lightning cannon? It's expensive. No, I think we're okay with that. We're okay. So, let's upgrade our storm vermin to make them super tough. That's what you need from storm vermin. They're going to be leading lines after all, aren't they? Give them the PL Weaver. If we can. How much is that? 300 gold. Let's upgrade the others first. Our Giselles, we're going to give the maximum weapon upgrade to. Our clan rats, we're going to upgrade similarly so that they have better protection. Okay, you guys, I'm going to give the best armor to as well. If you're wondering why I'm doing that, I'm probably going to put my warp, my leader in there, my warp block engineer, is it? Yeah, Casket. He's going to go in there. Lubideers, we're going to upgrade them a little bit. It's been a long time since I've used the Skavens, so... And they do play a little bit differently. They're not like the other races that are able to brute force their way through an issue. They are weak and they will run at the drop of a hat. So you're going to have to be gentle and coax them through a situation. Let's upgrade them to most. There we go. Okay, let's upgrade our seer here. Crippling torches, slow an enemy down, that's handy. What's his highest ability? Plague, awesome. Lightning shield, okay. What do we need for lightning shields? The shield, spell mastery, which we need spell focus for. Okay. It's kind of useful as well, plus 1 HP per level, but we are going to go with increasing his flat out raw power first. And then on to High Tower. We should just have enough time to do this one as well. Famous last words. The castle known to the Skaven as High Tower was the last place where the Ratman and his agents saw the Elf Mage. Fortunately, it appears that High Tower's defenders have other matters to deal with. That's always nice. Really? We're not going to leave the Giselles behind? Fools. There we go. They have a wonderful mix of weaponry, the Skaven. Kind of a bizarre amalgamation of magic and technology. And they're quite adept at making wonderful contraptions of death. It's just they always cut corners, which results in a few slaves being killed here and there. Right, so let's get started, shall we? We're going to put our engineer into the Giselles. Going to put our warlock in with the storm vermin, I think, and we're going to match up one set of globadiers with each of the foot regiments. Okay, so our group's assigned. So, let's have a look. What have we got? We've got a castle with a gun. That's bad news. Cannons can be devastating to Skaven. So what we're going to do, we're going to move our foot troops back. We're going to move our gutter runners should have an ability called tunnel. And this will allow them to dig quickly across the map to a certain point, which will actually help them get into closer range to this. With any luck, they'll be able to bump it off before it becomes too much of a problem. So that's going to be the plan.
Soldiers gathering army at Briar Tangle far from here. High Tower not well defended. Yes, attack!
There we go, we're going to tunnel, and they'll disappear here. Dig, and dig, all the way up here. And they're going to attack that. With any luck, they can kill it before anybody is much the wiser. And you can see the guards are starting to respond. Now the swordsmen, thankfully, they don't have any handgunners here yet. That's the good news. Because handgunners would make short work of our gutter runners, so the longer they stay away, the better. There we go. Okay. Now that they're out of the way with, we can start concentrating our fire on these wall sections. Which is what we want to do. We want to breach the fortress, but we don't want to take the gatehouse because, yeah, Skaven don't do well in pitched battles, as you'd imagine, as you've seen numerous times when we fought them. The Skaven are pretty horrific when it comes to pitched battles, so we want to avoid those where possible. Have we got another tower around here? Don't know, can't see one. So I'm just going to chip away at these walls with our lightning cannons until such time as we make a hole. We're getting there, you can see them starting to crumble a little bit. Now I'm focusing on two sections so that I can get a nice broad breach through which to push my troops, rather than just taking out a single segment. Which should allow us to be concentrated, funneled, and torn apart by handgunners and swordsmen, and goodness knows what else. And of course, we've got to play to the Skaven's weakness. Skaven aren't any good in melee combat. They die rather quickly unless they really outnumber their foes. So, it's going to take a lot of ranged fire to win this. I've only got 13 minutes.
Great master.
There goes one.
To report wall has hole.
Now I can let the lightning cannons do some free aim for a few seconds. Just while we break apart this bit as well. Let's force them off the wall. Okay. Can move it up a little bit. Now, Jezzails have amazing range, but you don't get many per squad, sadly. There goes the other bit of wall. We're going to move our lightning cannons up as well. Don't want to leave our lightning cannons on their own. They're slow, pushed by slaves, and very vulnerable. You can see the range on the Jezzails, it's quite phenomenal. And they've got a lovely sound, I really love the sound they make when they fire. Oh, good lord, they've got another cannon up there. Okay, that changes things a bit. We have got to push this breach. Otherwise, we are going to lose our troops very quickly indeed. What we are going to try and do is take out that. Now, gutter runners, yep, they can Chittering Tide. And they should be able to. Chittering Tide, is it? Yeah, we're not going to worry about it too much. What we want is for these guys to... Can I get there? No? Took them under. It must be here that that cannon is. Yep. Oh, we are getting slaughtered by something. We're not doing terribly well here, guys. Clan rats have already been wiped out, have they? Yeah. Okay, luckily the wind globes are making impact now. That's good forwarding. They've taken it, good. Okay.
Save yourselves!
Reinforce our regiments thanks to the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful now we're going to set up ready for the next batch. See how devastating those globadiers can be.
Save yourselves!
Just a couple of volleys is really enough to take out quite a few enemy. So we've lost the clan rats, that's a little bit annoying, but never mind, it's bound to happen sooner or later. Because, if you didn't hear me mention before, clan rats are terrifyingly useless. They really are. So that our warp block cannons get into position. Okay.
Great invention of warlock engineers. Miserable stones to be won. We wait for your orders. No foes can stop Lanskariah.
Save yourselves!
Got our gutter runners in here as well. So we'll need those to take out any other cannons that might present themselves. Ah, look, we've got a siege flag over here. We're going to need that to extend our counter. So otherwise we're going to be in trouble. I'm going to run out of time. And this is actually going to be a longer mission anyway than I was originally hoping. Never mind, it's going to be a long video, I'm afraid. Hope you guys don't mind that too much. Let's let the gutter runners do their job. That's a brave man. He's a dead man. Okay.
I will win with humble greetings, mightiest warlord. Which destroy. The Shadow Kid are here.
I'm going to keep the cannons here just for now. In case anything tries to come through this gateway. We could probably actually push in, but I just want to... If I can get some reinforcements perhaps out of here. I don't know if the siege flag will give us reinforcements. It'd be nice if it would.
The Empire is mine to command. Lanskariah services.
Okay, here they come. So we're going to crippling pain on them. Stop them moving forward. There's the first one down. I'm going to just lay into these guys with as much magic as we can muster. As much magic and ranged combat as we can muster anyway. Because great swords are quite terrifying in combat. But no match for a good ranged army. Did I just hear a cannon then? Something heavy fired, didn't it?
Save yourselves!
I serve the Horned Rat.
Reinforce our numbers.
Our engineers most genius.
And we can't get ourselves oriented the way I want to. There we go. Better.
Need more warpstone. New basement's most excellent.
Just take this siege tower, this siege area. Come on. There we go. It's given us an extra 3 minutes. Doesn't reinforce our numbers, however. So, time to reposition. Now I have to hope that our hero here, how's he doing? Crippling torches, slows him down even longer. That's kind of handy. go with that. Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have done favoured minions. Never mind.
The warlock engineers offer their power.
And here we are going to increase. What should we increase here? Would be kind of useful to give him some abilities in melee. Let's increase his quick strike because that should increase both in duels and in standard combat. I bet there's a cannon up there too, isn't there? See what's in here, shall we? Take a peek. They've got some Knight's Panther. Oh, they've got a lot in here. Okay, so it's going to have to be prodigious use of our Warlock, the crippling torches and the such. We've got a lot of range on our Jezzails. Will our Jezzails be in range? They should be once they're in position. They should be able to hit some stuff in a minute. And our two cannons. Yeah, our cannons have opened fire. Our Jezzails, sorry. Crippling torches. Just gonna have to hope and pray that our yep, it's amazing what a few Skaven can do when properly supported, isn't it? Let's heal up the regiment. I love that favoured minions ability, whatever it's called. What it is, favoured minions, yes. Okay, and now we're an aggressive move towards the middle to capture the fort. And there you go. That was a very quick siege. Skaven can be pretty awesome when you control them correctly. I'm not saying that I'm a master with them or anything like that, but I think that was a pretty good showing of them. We did lose the clan rats, that was a bit careless. But there you go. Okay, interesting charge there. You can keep reinforcing these guys. And we shouldn't have to pay for their replacements later on. Which is wonderful. It's just what you want to do. Why pay for reinforcements when you can resurrect them? Aha! No more? Okay, no more. Nearly captured this point. Ta-dum!
Where else, cunning master?
Shut up, ignorant paw eater. Filthy mage must have gone to Briar Tangle with man soldiers. Curse your slowness.
Prime example there of Skaven. If we had gone when the poor leader originally said, we would have probably caught them. But never mind. Lost 79, killed 274. Not bad. Just see what our reinforcement costs are. Ooh, 6,000 gold. Let's just boost up our numbers. 200. They are deliciously cheap, however, to reinforce Skaven. And it's tacitly implied that you're going to lose thousands of them at some point. We did lose no more Giselle, sadly. Really tempted to take a warp fire thrower. Let's take one of those. There we go. Okay. I'll take a new regiment of clan rats to replace the one we lost. Those globadiers were pretty amazing as well, weren't they? They were doing a lot of work for us. So let's upgrade their weapons and armor. Now with the warp fire thrower, we can't upgrade him anymore. That's a shame. Let's upgrade our clan rats. They're cheap as anything, even to upgrade to maximum level. We might as well upgrade everybody to maximum level. We've got a bit of extra gold, haven't we? And our gutter runners did a pretty good job there, didn't they? Let's give them their poor leader, their champion. There we go. And with that, let's just check. We might have had some war gear. Pick up anything. Cursed Blade of Delirium. Okay, and that was it. Not much. But that is all I have time for today. So, I hope you enjoyed what you saw. I hope you enjoyed the scave, and I love those weird little rats. Leave any comments you have underneath the video, or contact me on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, or at Quiarcus. Subscribe, like, all that fun stuff, and I shall see you again next time. Bye-bye for now.